This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Metal Gear Acid. In the last episode, we started our journey, which we don't quite know. We haven't gotten too far into it, and it does take some tropes from Metal Gear by being very talky, which I don't usually mind. I just sometimes you'll like in a certain for example, this is set as like a a stealth action game. Yet half the time you're like, talking about what you're going to be doing and all that, which is where the Kojima idea of film. Well, actually, you think with the filmmaker it'd be more show don't tell, but hey, he's got a different style, But anyway, all we know for sure is that this group of hijackers, which apparently is two dolls, which obviously it's got to be more than that, but hijacks a plane of 517 people, and we need to get this Pythagoras thing to save them, which I assume we're about to talk about how we're going to get this from Mr. Roger, who seems to be our CEO in this instance. And there's a couple other players going on, but we're still too early in the game for that. And obviously we're learning that the game is card-based, but since at the very beginning of the game didn't give you guys a tutorial, just showed a character just throwing cards out there all willy-nilly, but we'll eventually figure it out and we'll become masters of it in our own right. I don't remember this game. From some of the reviews, I don't remember this game being too complicated. Although I've heard it gets really weird. Like even for Metal Gear, I heard the story gets a little interesting at times. So let's continue on and get on to the game. You were Roy's close friend during our time as a Green Beret. Roy? Colonel Roy Campbell? Yes, he spoke very highly of you. ... Snake, Senator Hawk is on that plane. That's right. Vigo Hawk, presidential candidate. I think it might be Hawk. It might be Hosh. Let's see. Bach? No, I mean, if Bach could sound like that, so Hawk should sound like that too, right? Anyway, in the upcoming elections. For the sake of America, we can't risk losing Hawk. I need your help. You're all we have, Snake. ... Like I said, so far I like the music in the game. There's a ladder here. Roger. Except his name's Roger, so shouldn't you say Roger Roger? Never mind. Climbing ladders. It's just like moving. You know how to climb ladders, don't you, Snake? One hand in front of the other? Moron. I mean, try using body armor when you're moving. Most cards can be used if highlighted. When move is selected, press the up or down button to select move. Except for special cards, it's usually possible to move 3 blocks per turn. Keep that in mind. Move up to the ladder, and then select ladder up in the list. You can't stop in the middle of a climb. Also, if someone's located in the direction you're headed, you can't move there. Alright, Snake. Climb the ladder and head north. Right. Alright. What cards do we have? Oh, we have the same cards. Okay, well, we're just going to choose move again then. No, Snake, not that card. Use the body armor card. I know that! You told me like 5 seconds ago. I wasn't being stupid. Well, you can't see me, but I was like rolling my eyes back and forth to see if anyone was paying attention. I was just saying what response you get if you choose the wrong cards. Because during the tutorial, they want you to choose the obvious cards. Snake, I forgot to mention one thing. Are you sure it's only one thing? Very funny. I need to tell you how to equip yourself. An equipped option is available on the cards. Go ahead and select front evade level 1. Select equipped, bring up, and it brings up an equip column in the upper right corner. Equipping trigger certain effects during a battle. Press the square button to view a card's details. Press the X button to exit the card's explanation. Now, go ahead and equip front evade level 1. Okay. But what if I want to use the SOCOM? Not that, Snake. Use front evade level 1. Idiot. Alright, okay, so we press up, equip. Oh, we can actually, sorry, I can show you the card too. Not that it really does anything by looking at it, just gives you more solid info. But anyway, let's, whoops. Nope, sorry, I actually didn't mean to do that. Select equipped. Equipped! Yay. Well done, Snake. Even a child could do this. Well, apparently we need to be explained to. Don't get offended. I have to make sure you've got the fundamentals down. I know. Let's get on with it. can only use cards of a certain number of times per turn. What happens when the number hits 0? Rest will be displayed at the top of the screen. The number on the bottom shows the max number of times a card can be used. Currently you're at rest 02, which means you can't use any cards. Press the X button to call up the command menu, then select End. If any enemies are around, an enemy's turn will follow yours, so choose carefully. From now on, you can draw 2 cards at the beginning of each turn. Right. I know it's sudden, but select End now. We can't end it now! Snake! Snake! Oh, sorry. Too early for that. Looks like you've vaulted. Now, move over here. Use the Genome Soldier card. Now face north. Got it. I'm ready to carry out the mission. Yeah, we're good to go. We can do this just fine on our own now. Alright, what's it? Oh, yeah, just stay. I'm outside the fence. Can you get in? This fence looks like it might be high voltage. Any doors? Yeah, but there's a big padlock on it. Shoot the padlock open into the compound. HRT should have left some goodies behind for you. A sneaking suit and a SOCOM are stashed away in a cave at the seashore. Here's how to fire. Attack your target. In this case, the padlock. Highlight SOCOM with the cursor and you select Use. Okay. Let's see if he just says anything about that. Select SOCOM. Do you want me to call your mother and tell her to pay attention? Okay, anyway, let's use that. Okay. And we attack the target. 89% chance to hit. Shouldn't it be 100 during the tutorial? Whatever. Look, can we actually miss? I wonder. That'd be funny if we could actually miss. I doubt it since the tutorial auto does it, you know. That's it. Now get through that fence and infiltrate the lab. Right. Right. So I keep not going super deep with him. So. Yay! We pressed the buttons. Mission complete. Woo! We did it. Epic. GMT 0138. Snake, your heart rate has risen to 145 beats per minute. I've gone over your basic physical functions and rate of exercise from the time you arrived. And some numerical inconsistencies have arisen when compared with the apparatus. The apparatus? Yes, the sneaking suit provided you has been fitted with a chain that stores physical data. Not only does it store a soldier's physical data and information related to the surroundings, but it also includes the advanced capability of providing remote medicine. This is the first time it's been used in an actual combat situation, and it seems a little unstable. Well, I've been out of active duty for a while, so... No, Snake. Your current data is recorded in the chain. Your age has nothing to do with it. In addition... Spare me the minor details. Just get on with it, will you? Is that what the audience is saying, too? Is that what I'm saying? Yeah. There's something I'd like you to... There's someone I'd like to meet, Snake. This is Alice Hazel, a very gifted psychic. Psychic, of course. Actually, no, we've met psychics in the series before. Never mind. A psychic. She's well known for her supernatural abilities, and has played a major role in solving various cases. Among her abilities are telepathy, astral projection, and what was that called? Remote viewing. I'm able to view events from a great distance. Alice Flat is a navigator for you. She can sense images and events within the laboratory. Roger, you gotta be kidding me. You expect me to base this mission on palm readings and crystal balls? I'm in no mood for the psychic hotline here. If this is somewhat based on some canon, didn't you fight Psycho Mantis in a previous game? And there's probably other psychics in the game series too, but that's the one that immediately comes to mind. I think there was someone in Metal Gear Solid 2, but I don't quite remember. 2 I don't remember as well, unfortunately, but anyway. But she's the real thing. Recommended by the feds. You don't have to believe in my gift, but I'd appreciate it if you'd stop treating me like some dime store fortune teller. It may be troubling for you to entrust your life to me, but it would be in your best interest to trust me. I like her design. It's a bit pasty, but is that a doll in her hand? I think it is. Huh. I wonder. Dun dun dun. Alice has recovered over 200 missing persons in cooperation with FBI. She's young, but has a great record and a truly incredible gift. I assume if it's a Japanese type of game, she's probably like 12 or 13. Dun dun dun. Usually, like in America, they always up the age of characters like this to like, you know, they're obviously 17 or whatever, but usually they're 13 or 14 or something like that. Like, you know, in that case. I do hope we get along. I probably gave her too old of a voice, but yeah. And Snake, she must not have the veteran experience that you offer us, but just in case, okay? Yeah, sure. Any action taken outside of an order should be thought out carefully. May lose contact with you. I know. Alright, Snake. Head for the gate. Oh, now we get the beginning. Well, that took a hot minute. Although I did talk quite a bit at the beginning of the previous episode, so it took a while to actually get into the meat of it. And we're just getting started, folks. Oh boy. Usually Metal Gear games aren't that long, though. I mean, yeah, they have a lot of conversation, all this other stuff, but they're usually not that long of a game overall. So, let's see. Does options give us anything? Just turn the tile screen, skip. No, we don't need to do that. Well, let's go and save. We'll save in an empty slot there. Yes. Alright. Alright. Let's choose the map we want to go to. So, is there any reason to go back to older maps or anything like that? Actually, it looks like I can't go back now, so never mind. Alright, stage 1. So is Alice supposed to be the way we can actually see like where targets are on the map, like when we shouldn't realistically know how to do that? I assume it's just a game mechanic to give you a reason to be able to avoid the targets and everything. Roger, I arrived at the gate. How does it look? I see some soldiers standing guard in front of the gate. It's weird to like talk in a pause in the middle of a sentence, but that gate is your only ticket into the lab. What's the guard doing? Doesn't look like he has any intention of moving. You've got to get him to move out of the way somehow. Snake, I hate to sound like a parrot, but this is a top secret mission. It's very important that you move forward without being detected by anyone. Yeah, like all games, they mention it's a stealth mission. You gotta be stealthy to get past it, so... I usually try to be stealthy, although I do end up getting a few kills. At least the first time I play a game, I always end up getting a handful of kills while trying to be stealthy, because I'm never actually super good at it. I'm sure the soldiers inside are armed to the teeth and patrolling the area with a steady eye. If that guard catches sight of you and calls for backup, you'll be seriously outnumbered in a matter of seconds. Survival is very unlikely under such circumstances. Right, I've got to stay alert. Yes, I'm repeating myself again, but I can't stress enough that the importance of staying out of enemy sight. Combat must be avoided as often as possible. I get it, enough with the lectures already. Fine. You have to get through the gate. Figure out some way to distract that god. Right, time to get down to business. Alright, let's do our official first map and see how well we do. Make your way inside the lab through the north gate. So I assume they all have their own, like... Okay, so now we can just... Now we basically just decide how we want to do it. So obviously each card has a use or a move function. I assume the... Well, it says... Well, okay, the game usually says you move. You usually get 3 turns. So what's that upper right item mean? Is that, like... Is that actually movement, or is that just the rank of the card, or something? But okay, let's look what we got. We got SOCOM. It's silenced. Adds fall. Actually, let's see. Use type 90%. 45 caliber times 4. Hit percentage decreases at 2 blocks. So the farther away from 2 blocks, it gets weaker and weaker. Suppressor equipped, silence, knocks targets down. U.S. Special Operations Command, SOCOM. I never played the SOCOM series. I heard people say it wasn't too bad, but it's no longer. As far as I know, that series is pretty much franchise is pretty much gone for the most part. The standard issue handgun used by special forces under your command. We have a command? Okay, anyway. Action plus. Increases the number of actions per turn by 1. Max 4. Effects last for 10 turns. Can be stacked. Snake only. Sounds like you can actually get other characters to join your team in this game. Okay. Let's see. Styptic stops user bleeding. Well, that's pretty obvious. Grenade. Hand grenade. Anti-armor. Use type. Attack iron 20. Detonate 8 cost after use. Oh, maybe we only get... Maybe the 7 is the cost of the card, and that way you can't go over a certain amount maybe every turn or something like that. Or you have to rest to restore it or something. Okay, that makes more sense. Area effect 3x3. Detonates upon gunshot. Yeah, it shows the area effect there. An anti-personnel fragmentation grenade. When the safety pin is pulled to release the lever, the progression cap creates a spark and ignites the chemical delay. Once the burn reaches the detonator, the grenade explodes, sending shrapnel flying in all directions. Okay. Let's see what this one says. Cost not -4. Reduces user's current cost by 4. Cannot be applied to movement. Well, we haven't gotten to the point where why I need to worry about cost, so we'll kind of just play as we would normally. Grenade. Same. Is it the same thing? I think it is, actually. Yeah, okay. Do I need multiple grenades for this? Probably not, so let's just use the move option with the grenade. Enter turn. Okay, so... Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, no. Oops. Oh, okay, there we go. Back up, back up. Okay. Okay, back up. Move. There we go. Well, looks like I'm getting quite a few move slots with that card too. Okay, so our current area. Is there like an open, like, can I look around the whole map type of situation here? Doesn't look like it's letting me, so. Huh. Oops. Nope, don't want to do that. Nope. I keep mixing up the command X and circle commands for some reason. I don't think I need to crawl yet. Although there is that little. I wonder if I can crawl into the hole there. Could probably. I wonder if I can crawl into that or not. Okay. At least we kind of know where we're at, so. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can, okay, we get multiple cards. Okay, so we equip that, and let's go with that. So let's. Can I go any further? Huh. Doesn't look like I can. Oh, maybe this is just a spot for, I bet it's just a spot for hiding, I bet. Okay. Interesting. So if someone was, like, walking by, I could just, like, go back with this. Okay. Oops. Huh. I mean, that's interesting. So I have to keep that in mind when I'm, like, running around and stuff like that. And it looks like my movement is slightly dropped if I I'm crawling or whatever. Okay, so we know that there's. I wonder if there's reasons to actually take out multiple guards on a map or not, or if you can just, like, if you ignore them. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of wish there was a way for me to like like do an overview of the map or whatever. So, oh well, that's fine. We'll get used to the game over the course of it. So, okay. There's one guy, so I'm gonna have to go around the building in that case. So, oh, they're starting to move. So, oh, we've got the classic. Let's see. First, okay, mines. This early in the game, we probably don't need to worry about mines. Ah, we got the classic box, cardboard box. I guess after end of maybe certain turn, whoops. It's still equipped, so yeah, we could. Yeah, one of the silly things about Metal Gear, just in general, is the equipping of boxes, so you can like sneak around it. So if you use a box in the right spot, people will like maybe poke at it, but leave you alone for the most part. It's one of the more entertaining features of Metal Gear, or just Metal. I keep saying Metal Gear, but Metal Gear is the one of the series is like just one of the series of games, you know. So, do I need to sneak yet? Well, we're here, so you probably tell me about. How about it, Snake? Can you get past the gate? The guard station in front of it won't budge. Oh, that's right. We had to distract him somehow. That reminds me. Face the wall and select flatten the edge up against it. Select knock in that position to tap on it. Think you can get through now? Basically. Make a sound to lure the guard away from its post. Just do it without getting caught. Got it. Got it. Okay. Wasn't there supposed to be like a dude in between those buildings though too though? I want to see what. I'm just gonna go this. Whoops. Sorry, I keep pressing the wrong button. Hopefully I don't get caught, but we'll find out, I guess. Okay. Well, it looks like we're slowly getting used to the controls in the game, so will Snake be able to get past the gates without being screwed over by this force that whatever the name of the force we're trying to defeat to get to the Pythagoras? But yeah, will he survive to get to the next spot? Will Alice be helpful and grow with the character as we play along? Find out next time in the next episode of Metal Gear Acid. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.